The last time I talked to him, the last thing he said was, "Dad, I love you." Parents just know when their children are hurt. And right when she told me that, I threw up right in the front yard.
No, he just walked out the door and he's like, "Somebody shot him, please. Okay? Please, we're all here."
I remember how cold he was. These guys, like most gangs, have a car. And there was a boy that broke into the car and took their radio. Broke a window and took the radio. Well, they went to Tyler and said, "Get our stuff back." He did get the radio back. And then they said they want $100 to replace the window.
We gave him so much time, but he never paid up. You know, back then, gang affiliated and all that, you know, principles, something big.
The judge proceeds to ask him about the apartment. And he's questioning him about how they were able to attain the murder weapon. The judge threw out the murder weapon.
It was proven in ballistics that it was the gun, but they couldn't use it in court.
They knew that was the gun that killed Tyler, and it was underneath the bed that Cheng slept on.
The district attorney, they offered me 40 years TDC. I was 17 years old. I wasn't going to sign that.
They were called the East Asians. Witnesses were afraid to testify.
Plus, they couldn't use my co-defendant's statements against me because he was being tried in the same trial. He'd be sitting right next to me.
He said, you know, it could go either way with a jury trial. You could take your chance and he could walk.
So they didn't have much of a case. They came down to 10 years TDC. I still didn't sign it.
A probation deal, it's like buying a car. You go back and forth with the terms. We're negotiating on how many years he's going to be on probation. And this is not just your regular probation, this is deferred adjudication. If he abides by that for the 10 years that he's on there, it disappears. It never happened. It goes away. He's standing before the judge with his attorney. He's agreed to the plea. This was the only time I heard him speak. I didn't even know he had a voice. He said, "I, Jason Cheng, knowingly sought out Tyler Thompson to commit bodily harm to him, which resulted in his death." He just confessed to murder before the judge. And the judge said, "You just confessed to me. Should you ever come back in my courtroom, I have the full extent of the law at my disposal, including life." It was explained to me this was called a slow plea to the pen. They put him on probation knowingly that he's going to screw up. Cheng is sitting right there and he does not say a single word. He doesn't even say, "I'm sorry" to the family.
I can't give a life back, but I mean, what can I say?
In my mind, he's blatantly disregarding the law.
I was young, stupid, gang affiliated at the time.
The law is made for everybody else, it's not made for him.
Made a real big mistake, changed the rest of my life.
He's already committed murder and, you know, gotten away with it pretty much.
I was drinking that night on my way from a friend's house to pick up my mom from work. I was stuck in like a 10-foot ditch, so they gave me the sobriety test. They made me walk the line, say my ABCs, say it backwards, and then make me count from like 1,000 to 31,000. I don't know why they didn't make me blow either.
Before everything happened, I thought Texas as a whole was pretty tough on crime. To me, there was no question if you did something, you were going to get in trouble.
I think the justice system is all screwed up.
I have some faith in the legal system. I'm very proud to be from Texas, but the legal system is a little cracked right now. Cheng has never said he was sorry, showed no remorse at all. I forgave him for killing my son, and I pray for him. In the courtroom, I got to speak directly to him, and I told him man's law really don't matter. You still got to face one more judge, and you can't plead your way out of that one.